Productive.io is a comprehensive project management and resources planning tool designed to help businesses manage project, budgets, and team efficiently. Right? It combines tracking time, financial forecasting, and team collaboration into one platform, making it ideal for agencies, consultancies, and other service-based business. So, this tutorial, hi everyone, my name is Ron, and in this video, I will guide you beginners through the key features of Productive.io and how to use them effectively. It's really easy. First of all, just go to Google here, search for Productive.io, right, and you will be redirected here. Now let's go to the pricing because it's going to play a major role in obviously monthly is a little bit expensive than yearly. Now you can see here it provides you three plans: essential, professional, and ultimate. And you can come to this website or pause the video to track the exact advantages of each plan here. Now let's say I just want to go with the essential here, and I have to give my email address and click on start free trial. Now after this, you have to just make a strong password, click on next, enter your first name, your last name, and your phone number, and click on next. Now select which type of company it is and your company size here. Now click on next. Now here they are preparing our organization, so just wait for a few seconds and then click on start using Productive. Click on start using Productive, and this is the exact dashboard here. Now it displays your key metrics like project progress, budget status, and team workload. You can access modules like project, budget, people, and report, right? So there's a lot of features which you can access from the top here. One we will go and talk and discuss about one by one here. So this is a home, and once we just let us go back to the home here. As I told you, it will just give you a bird eye view, everything what is happening in your organization, what is happening in your workflow, in your team or company, right? Whatever it is. Now here, this is a dashboard. So all the open tasks will be shown here, right? And you can just click and hold and you can drag this section wherever you want. This is an invoice by month. So this is January and this is without the tax, right? I can even just go and extend this up. Now this is an invoice revenue by client and you can just edit this up. So if I just go and click on pencil icon, I want to check it in the bar or let's say in the line. So I can just do like this, or let's say the bar is pretty much cool and this looks really nice. Now here I can put it in a matrix, right? Whatever it is. And there's a lot more to edit here. Now this is amount no tags and there's a lot more features which you can just edit and pretty much easy, right? Now here if you just go, this is a future utilization. So this is a one type of graph here. This is the open budget, right? And you can, if you scroll, you will find all this information, right? What's the margin, how much budget is used, remaining budget, and the total, and what's the exact total revenue, right? So it gives you a lot of things here. Now if you just go to the project management, here it will show us the task. And if I just go and click on my open task, so it will show me all my open task and my overdue task too. Now a task is a part of work you need to do for a client within a project. A perfect task contains a meaningful title, assignee, and due date. Yeah, that is pretty much common here. Now for this, you just need to just go and click on, first of all, you can create a folder. So this is a folder. Let's say this is a client one, right? Now this is a client 2. Now inside every folder, I can just create a separate set of tasks, right? For example, I want to create task for client 1. Simply just go and click on add task here. Now here select a project. So you can see here, this is a different kind of project. Now let's say this is a fixed price. By the way, you can search your project from here, right? And click on it. Let's say I want this as an internal project. I will just go and click on here. Now this is a task. So let's say this is a task number 1. I don't have any specific task, that's why I just gave a title here, right? So actually this is where you just need to give the title and click on create task. But here I'm finding an issue because when I just go and click on it, I'm not able to type anything here. But here I can just type it. Maybe this is just a minor bug, which is only in my, let me just close it and open it once again. Uh-oh, I think this is my problem. If you face the same issue, just let me know in the comment box. And here, once you just write the task title, the description. Now, description is pretty much important. You can use the AI, right? Once you give the title, you can use the AI to write a description. You can change this body type here, right? There's a different set of word tools here, and just go and click on create task, right? And here you can see this is a status. So status is pretty much important because here you can just go and click on whether this task is open, closed, or done, or this is a postpone, or this is a post you, whatever it is, right? Okay, so I have found a solution. First of all, you have to become a project manager. Then only you can write the task here. So just write here task one, give a description, right? And click on create task. Now here in the status, let's say this is a open or closed depending upon, you can choose here. Now this is a general. Now this is inside a board here, right? Now this is assignee, so you can assign your team member. I want to assign this to Gary. Now here I will just add a due date, or the which is a next day, that is 22 of April. And this is a due time, so I just want to done it at 14:30. Now this is a tag, so it's not necessary, but yeah. Now you can add more than one people here, right? For example, this is Ron 2, right? So you can see here the subscribers are both, right? Once you have added all this information, click on create task. Now this is a way to create a task here. Very simple to do. Now whenever you could just come up here, you can edit this up, right? You can add all these tasks. You can add a task from the top right side corner, which is here. You can always add it from here, right? And you can always set a milestone too. So this is how you can just add a task which will show inside your time management, project management. Now you can always manage project, right? So you have to simply, the project is basically, you can see here, right, which we just created right now. If I just go to the project management, and if I just take my mouse, you can see here there's a lot more option. For example, task, doc, and this is project. Now if you don't know this is project, in this way you can create a project. Now you simply just go and click on create project, whether this is a client project or internal project. So let's say this is a client project here, and you can use a template. So let's say this is a template. Now I can search for any specific template here, right? And if there's available, then I can use it. Right now it's not available, so I will just go and click on start from scratch. Now this is project test one. This is for the client. Let's say this is a client. You can create a client too. Now click on continue. I don't have a budget or create from scratch, whatever it is you can choose from here. Now click on project. Now inside a project you can create as many tasks as you want. Now this is a new list. You can directly do it from add new task, or this is a new task list which we have already shown. So if you're not able to find this option, just simply go to this and don't click on it, just take your mouse and here you will find it. And same way you can just create all the documents, right? You can upload your documents, and same way this is a project section. I hope you understood. Now this is a time. Now the layout feature is much more useful. For example, I want to view the same task in a board section, which I really like. This is similar to Kanban, right? So here, if I just go and click on it, right? And this is pretty much useful. And it is, you can also use it in a list view, or let's say in a calendar or timeline. So it's completely up to your use case, how you want it. In this section, the list is pretty much easy to use. Now this is a field, you can just separate this all out. You can create your own visible list here. Now this is a group, so in which group you want to add, to whom you want to add, your task list assignee, and there's a lot of things, right? You can directly sort it from here. Now by the way, if you want to export the view, right, if you want to, there's a hell lot of tasks you want to export it, you can export it. Now this is a save, so the private view has unsafe, so you can just go and click on save as, or it's fine, right? And this is my open task, so it will show I have already explained. Now let's again go to the time. I'm trying to get here. Now the time is a really very useful feature. Now let's say this is Monday, and let's say on 22, right, of Tuesday, right, I will search for a service. Now I can just go with the file X, and this is an internal project, and let's say acquiring new clients. So here I can set a deadline, a time for everyone, and I can manage my exact team here, right? So this is pretty much useful. I can set a time, I can enter a note, and just go and click on save. Now there's a no track timer here, but if I add a track timer, then it will show up here and the ticking will start. Right now this is the financials. By the way, in the time, this is a book time off, so you can enter a book time off here, right? You can enter it. Let's say this is a time off on 23rd. You can available now, or let's say if you're not available, if you're on vacation, then you can even write it here. Your team will know, your client will know, right? You can set it here for what time you are not available. Let's say you are not available for half day, you can set it directly from here. Same goes for company time. When your company is on leave and in your company inside which member is not available, they can set it from here. Right now, this is financial, so this is pretty much important because financial, there's a budget, expense, invoice, and payment. And log expense such as software subscription, travel, and equipments, it help you to track each and everything. Now I want to create a budget, so I can create a budget for specific client and it will show me, right? So if I just put the budget here, I can create it completely from scratch and I can fill up all this information, right? Pretty much same. So this is, let me show you how it's look. So this is how it's look, right? You have to fill up all this information, right, regarding which client and how much they have paid, what's the exact budget and how much service you have provided, right? And compare actual spending against the budget to avoid overrun. So that is pretty much important. Now this is the expense. Same way, you can just write here all the expense regarding which project and regarding which client. You can send invoice directly from here. So I can just go and click on invoice and I click on the company. Right now, select this. This is a monthly retainer. Now the next step, right? And here I can just create a draft and send the invoice directly to the client email. Now this is a payment, so it will show you exactly how much payment you have received and you can create a payment. Let's say I want to create a payment for this client. Now for this, I just need to send an invoice and once they send me payment, automatically it will show me in the payment section. Right now here, this is the resources. So as we know, you have to just come here and you can see here which employee have worked for what time here, right? And in a week, and you can exactly track each and everything, right? And on which project they have worked and how much they have worked, so you can track each and everything. Now the crm is pretty much useful. By the way, let's go back to the resources, and here if you want to, this is a resources planner and you can just go to the people and you can assign access and invite team member, right? Assign roles and set RD rate for accurate budgeting and invoice. In the employee section, it will show all these employees here. You can add your employee directly from here and give them access, and there's a different option for employee and contractor. Now this is a CRM, so CRM is really important. By the way, if you use any different kind of CRM tool, it's fine, right? But you can always have an option in the productive.io to create it, right? So it's really useful. By the way, I'm not going to show completely because if I just going to talk about CRM, it will take a huge amount of time here. But if you need, let me know in the comment box, I will create it, right? Now the reports is pretty much useful. By the way, there are some advanced feature too. For example, leverage AI to predict project risk, optimize resources allocation and forecast budget, right? Create personalized dashboard, tailor to your role, team member, right? And there's a lot more. So the report is pretty much useful. As I say here, you can create a report and it will give you a complete information about this client, financial forecasting, whatever it is. And productive.io gives you a preset. So you can use this preset and fill up all this information, right? For example, this is regarding this forecasting and it is showing me this exactly here. I can download this and I can just go and click on save report, and I can later, my team can work on it and check out all this bottleneck and everything and what is working, we can double down on it, right? So there's a lot of things right here. Now this is it. I hope you found this video very useful, and if you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe.